Rogers, a chairman am I, on a three-masted schooner from Twillingate Isle. I've been the world over, north, south, east and west, but the middle of nowhere's where I like it best.
Yeah, the definition of cruising is working on your boat in exotic places. And what more exotic than, you know, at the exit at the Panama Canal, fighting with a raw water pump that I put together with JB Weld and Bon Air, and happy to get all the way here. But the new one finally showed up, so I'm gonna put a new raw water pump and make the JB welded pump my spare. That's what I'm doing. The main rotating assembly of the main circulating water pump, which at the last minute yesterday I found had failed. The bearing was shot, and we got 2,200 miles to go, and they don't make them anymore. And we found a killer mechanic that fixed it, and geez, life was good. So I got it all hoovered up, gonna put her in, and I'm not gonna start it until tomorrow. We'll retest it tomorrow. I want the silicone all set up. Well, we've been hanging around Panama for almost a week now, so we're in the Flamingo Harbor, topping off our water tank and fuel tank. Gonna top off the beer tank somewhere along the way. It is hotter than the blazes out here. Sun's shining. It's about 95 degrees. Humidity is about 110%. Man, it's you can just see the sweat just bringing off it. Finally got out of Panama, got everything fixed, and we're fueled up and watered up, and now we got to run a slalom course of it looks like at least 50, 60 ships. I mean monster ships that we're running the gauntlet on. And here's we're passing one right now that's just entering the channel, and we're just crossing the channel. It's like an empty container ship heading in to transit the canal. Looking back at the Bridge of the Americas, the Pacific side of the Panama Canal, and we're just leaving Panama, or the Panama Canal area. Yeah, because we'll be transiting along the coast of Panama for the next 3 days. Beautiful day. Well, we're coming up 1 p.m. on Thursday. A little after 10, we left Panama City. And we kind of ran the gauntlet through the ship anchorage where all the cargo ships and tankers are anchored up, staging up for the canal. Clear of that, we got 82 miles to run to Punta Mala, where we turn and head to the northwest up towards Mexico. And we're just passing one of the last little islands, Isla Carapa. In the Pacific, out of the Atlantic. Life is good on Morning Dove. First day out of Panama, headed up towards Mexico for the next 3 weeks. Got the fishing line out, the sun's gone down, and bang, catch ourselves a blackfin tuna. About an hour ago, we watched a couple of cells building out in front of us, and they've continued to build, and we actually started to get some rain. We got 2 monster thunderstorms, tropical thunderstorms. Hopefully they're going to pass us, but we don't know. It rained a little bit. We're seeing some thunder and lightning off the distance. It's humid, and warm, so it's spawning, perfect spawning conditions for a tropical thunderstorm. And these guys are starting to coalesce and come together, so this could be a fun night. Could be a fun night. I think we'll see more rain before it's over with. But all's well on Morning Dove. Living the dream.
Another day in the Morning Dove Chronicles. It's May 3rd. Good morning, Captain Bruce.
Yeah. But beautiful day, still off the coast of Panama. On about 6 hours, we'll cross over into Costa Rica.
With Costa Rica in the distance, with Costa Rica in the foreground, with Costa Rica in the background, Bruce takes down the Panama courtesy flag for the last time in 2014. Sailing 300 degrees direct towards the port of Golfino. And we believe that we could see Punta Barica about 1 o'clock. And that is the point that separates Panama from Costa Rica. So what say you, Bruce?
Taking the Panama flag down. We're done with Panama, next Costa Rica. That's it.
Show us the flag and give us a big smile. Panama's been very nice to us, the whole family. Thank you, Panama. Finally, chute is up, engine is off. Beautiful day, nice and quiet. Escort by the dolphins, beer in hand. The morning dove. Coming into our first landfall in Costa Rica. Around that point. Bahia Herradura.
Los Seños Marina. Taking a break on our slog up to Mexico. It's been a bit of a slog, but it was pretty interesting. You get mourning dove in some settings and beautiful lines and just a pretty boat. But then you get her in other settings. Here we are with yachts of every conceivable kind. And there's mourning dove, and looks like the Clampets are in town. I'm in the little village, seaside village of Herradura, Costa Rica. Just dropping through town, just taking a look around and enjoying the sights. No pristine white beaches here, though. A bit rough. Big bird. Munching on a nut. Big, beautiful, colorful parrot. There you go, tenement housing in Los Seños. Their helicopter pad. Yeah, christened the Pinky the Wonder Lure.
All right. That should ensure a fish.
Just passing off Cabo Blanco off the coast of Costa Rica. All's well in the morning, Dove, as we start into our fifth day on our passage up to Mexico. Yeah, coming out of Panama, we had water temperature, I think 87, 92 degrees. Water temperature we checked this morning was 96 degrees Fahrenheit, 35.6 degrees Celsius. The outside air temperature is 96 degrees, and the humidity is 96%. It's hot and humid.
So what does that say about our luck for fishing?
Nah, it's so bloody warm, I think. There's no sign of bait fish, flying fish, nothing. I think we're going to need colder water in a few days to be able to catch anything. That's my opinion. But we got a fishing line out. We're giving it a go.
You never know.
Never know.
Morning to the morning deck on 7.
Spinnaker's looking real nice. Nice and full and about 12 knots of breeze. You can see we got a tack line set on the shoe. Slides on the head sail. And that leads after the cockpit so we can adjust the tack. That's pretty easy. We are pulled out right now on the whisker pole. So you can see the spinnaker sheet is set. And the spinnaker pole is up, so we got a good guy off it. The blue line's the fore guy, red line's the after guy, the green's the topping lift, and the yellow is the downhaul. A little bit of flex in it. That's it, running under spinnaker down along the coast of Guatemala. Life is good on Morning Dove.
It is Saturday, May 10th. We're nearing the border of Guatemala and Mexico. Pretty glassy. Have some sails out as we near the border. Bruce puts up the quarantine flag.
Mexico. We crossed over to the state of Guadalajara a couple of hours ago. and we're just getting ready to round the breakwater into Puerto Madera in Chiapas Marina. This is our first Mexican landfall.
And our first landfall in 4 countries, right?
Yeah. We left Costa Rica and went by Honduras,
El
Salvador, Guatemala, and now we're turning into Mexico. We bypassed all those countries just because it was a wise thing to do. And we're just about halfway to San Carlos, which is our destination on this slog. And we're just turning in the breakwater into Puerto Madero, Mexico. And there's an ant farm in there. Oh shit, there's an ant farm. 1,000 of our best friends.
Wow.
Oh, we got 7 feet under the keel. We're in a mangrove swamp coming up a river slough. And according to the chart plotter, we're 4-wheeling.
There's a lot of sticks in there.
Nice thing is the tide's out, so if we run up into the mud, we can back right off. As long as we're taking it slow. We're going in at 2 knots. Just arrived in Puerto Madero, our first port in Mexico in the state of Guadalajara at Chiapas Marina. Very idyllic spot up estuary and mangrove swamp. A few other cruisers here, very quiet. We're going to spend the night and hopefully be out of here mid-morning for Acapulco or beyond. Now we get to get some Mexican food.
Don't know the answer, it's pleasure and pain, but with life to live over, I'd do it again. Where it's wave over wave, sea over bow, I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea. Where it's wave over wave, sea over bow, I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea. There's no other life but to sail the salt sea.